I told you that I'm gonna talk about the one secret or super hack that makes him so good. And French, not French, French. Especially at the higher tempos, there's no wrist turning motion, just finger control all the way. Today's question is Nils Fjällström, aka the Dominator, the best black metal drummer alive? I know this sounds like a weird question, but that's actually a question that I get quite often. Who's the best black metal drummer right now? Is it Nils Fjällström? So today we're gonna check out a live performance video of Nils playing with Dark Funeral. And today our main focus is gonna be about his hand technique. There's a slight little change in his hand technique between blast beats and tom fills, which is really interesting, so we're gonna talk about that one. And since I had the chance to see Nils perform live here at the Drum Technique Academy office, I can tell you that there's one, let's call it secret to his success and his extreme abilities, and we're gonna discuss those at the end of this video. Alright, so let's start right away. During the blast beat sections, please pay close attention to his left hand and the technique he's using. So all the muscle groups in his upper leg and lower legs are involved in this one, and it's basically he's just running on the pedals. You can even try this at home, you don't even need a pedal for that, just place your feet on the floor and start running like that. You will feel immediately that it's way easier that you keep on playing when you're leaning forward. So that's like the basic principle of his foot technique. For his full hand and foot technique lesson, make sure to join us at the Drum Technique Academy, drumtechniqueacademy.net. You can find the link below. Get this lesson right after you sign up. There he explains his full foot technique and hand technique in detail. Alrighty, let's continue. Yeah. I think in this video he's using regular D drum or Roland acoustic triggers. Amazing sounding tom fills. Alrighty, let's watch that part again and then we're gonna talk about his hand technique. So now please pay close attention to his right hand during the blast beat on the snare drum and how his technique changes when he switches to the tom fill. Yeah. Okay, that was pretty fast. Now we're gonna talk about his hand technique. So we're gonna switch over to the practice pad setup. Alrighty, now we're gonna focus on his hand technique. Basically pretty easy, he's using a French grip. French, not French, French. So basically he's positioning his hand like this, thumbs are facing up. And now the interesting part, especially with his right hand, you know, when he's playing a blast beat, he's a lefty, so his right hand is on the snare drum during the traditional blast beat. And when he's playing like that, during the blast beat, he's using French grip, but it's just finger control. Especially at the higher tempos, there's no wrist turning motion, just finger control all the way. And the really interesting part about this is that as soon as he switches to a tom fill, as soon as he leaves the snare drum and switches to the toms, he's completely changing his technique from a full finger control technique to a full wrist turning motion, which gives him that extra power. What I can tell you already is that when he was here at the Drum Technique Academy office, he used to practice those separately. So on the regular practice pad, when he was warming up, he was using finger control. And then he used two other practice tools when he wanted to work on this wrist turning motion. So the first thing he did when he wanted to work on his wrist turning motion with decreased rebound of the practice pad is that he placed towels on the practice pad. That's a great way to decrease the rebound of the pad. and also you have to work way harder, and he used this for this wrist turning motion. And the second important tool he used to increase his power with this wrist turning motion was to use extremely heavy drumsticks. From time to time he also turned around those extra heavy drumsticks like this way you got even less rebound. So those are the two tools he used to increase his power and speed with this wrist turning motion. Alrighty my friends, and again we got a little quiz for all of you. I already mentioned that Niels is leading with his left hand. So he's a lefty drummer. The drum kit is set up in the complete opposite way. He's leading with his left hand. But the question right now is he also leading with his left foot, or is he leading with his right foot? So if you're not sure right now, just skip back a minute and watch his double bass clip again, and then comment below left foot lead or right foot lead. So from all those comments that are also subscribed to this channel, we're gonna pick a winner next week, and the winner gets a pair of free Drum Nerds workout sticks sent to your home. These are an easy to use practice tool which help you to increase your hand speed and endurance while warming up. Okie dokie, now let's head back to the drum kit and let's continue watching Niels perform. Alrighty, let's do this. So much power during the tom fills. Wrist turning motion all the way. So, is he leading with his left or with his right foot? Comment below. Don't forget you have to be subscribed to this channel as well to win a Drum Nerds workout stick. Here you can see the right hand, just finger control. And he's also using the molar technique during the blast beats with his left hand. Again, finger control. Immediately leaning forward as soon as he starts to play double bass, especially for the fast stuff. Love the combat boots. Again, right hand, just finger control. And as a little side note, it seems that he's also a 2-foot blaster. No single foot blast beat right here, my friends. Wow, wow, wow. Awesome! Niels Fjällström, the Dominator. In the beginning of this video I told you that I'm gonna talk about the one secret or super hack that makes him so good and such an outstanding drummer. And there was one thing that I could observe when he was here at the Drum Technique Academy office, which was the following. You know, in total I think we recorded 5 or 6 different tutorial videos, 1.5 hour long tutorial and also some detailed technique tutorials. In between each video recording session you got a break of at least 30 minutes, sometimes an hour. And one thing that was really different from Niels to every other drummer that visited me here at the Drum Technique Academy office was that actually Niels never stops practicing. So when he was not in front of the camera recording a video with us, basically he was practicing somewhere else. So he just took his practice pad, his towel, heavy drumsticks, and he started to work on his singles, doubles and all of that craziness. So the outstanding thing right here is that he's not forcing himself to practice, he just loves to practice. That's a habit for him, that's how he spends his time. Even before he came to the office, when he was in his hotel room, he also practiced there. You know, that's what he just loves to do. So once you're at that point where practicing becomes a habit and it's the thing that you most enjoy in life, then you're basically unstoppable in my opinion, and that's what we see right here. Outstanding skills developed because he formed the right habits. Alrighty, drumming community, to win a pair of workout drumsticks by Drum Nerds, just comment below if you think that Niels is a left foot lead player, double bass player, or a right foot lead double bass player. If you want to watch the full lesson by Niels, then just join our community at drumtechniqueacademy.net. You get access to his full live lesson about his hand and foot technique right after you sign up. That's it for today's video. Have a great day. Cheers from Vienna. Bye bye.